Hey, what's up? I'm listening for Media Masters चैनल और दोस्तों स्वागत है आपका इस एडोबी आफ्टर इफेक्ट्स के बिगिनर्स वीडियो सीरीज में। दोस्तों इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे कि किस तरह हम जो एडोबी आफ्टर इफेक्ट में हमने वीडियो तो तैयार कर लिया उसे सेव किस तरह करें। यानी एक किसी भी मीडिया प्लेयर में चलाने लायक वीडियो फाइल या फिर एक फ्रेम को सेव करना हो वो किस तरह हम सेव करें उसके ऊपर हम बात करेंगे। जैसे पहली बात कि हमें इसका एक फ्रेम सेव करना है, ठीक है, एक इमेज फाइल के रूप में। फॉर एग्जांपल मुझे सिर्फ ये वाला फ्रेम सेव करना है या ये वाला जैसे कि, तो इसके लिए मैं उसे किस तरह सेव करूँगा, उसके लिए मैं सिंपली दूंगा कॉम्पोजिशन एंड देन सेव फ्रेम एज। तो मेरे पास या तो मैं फोटोशॉप लेयर यूज़ कर सकता हूँ या फिर फाइल। ओके, जैसे मैं फाइल पर क्लिक करता हूँ एंड देन रेंडर सेटिंग है वो आप इसके लिए जैसे करंट सेटिंग है या डीबी ड्राफ्ट या कोई है, इसे आप बेस्ट सेटिंग पे सेट कर दें मेरे ख्याल से। और इसके बाद में है आप उसे किस तरह सेव करना है, तो आप उसे चाहे तो एक फ़ोटोशॉप फाइल के रूप में सेव कर सकते हैं जो कि बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट इधर है और यहाँ पे भी है। इसके अलावा आप उसे से एक इमेज आपको जैसे सेव करनी है तो उसके लिए आप कस्टम पे जाके भी उसको एडजस्ट कर सकते हैं। अगर जैसे मैंने कस्टम पे क्लिक करा और सॉरी ओके, फॉर्मेट जो है मैं इसका जेपीईजी सेट कर सकता हूँ यहाँ से, जेपीईजी, और इसकी क्वालिटी जो है मैं मैक्सिमम कर दूँ या तो, ठीक है, एंड देन ओके एंड ओके। और इसके बाद में जो फाइल है आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे इसका एक्सटेंशन डॉट जेपिक, तो जेपिक में सेव हो जाएगा। इस मुझे सेव कहाँ करना है इसके लिए मैं इस पर क्लिक करूँगा और मुझे कहाँ पे सेव करना है उसके लिए मैं चूज़ कर सकता हूँ। फॉर एग्जांपल मैं इसे डॉक्यूमेंट्स सेव करता हूँ और इसका नाम देता हूँ जैसे मैं जे, फॉर एग्जांपल इसका कुछ नाम से जैसे फ्रेम। ओके, और मैं सेव पे क्लिक करता हूँ और फिर मैं क्लिक करूँगा रेंडर। तो इसके बाद आप देख सकते हैं एक प्यारी सी टोन आपको सुनाई देती है और ये हमारा फ्रेम सेव हो चुका है। और अब अगर मैं जाऊँ अपने फाइल एक्सप्लोरर में और यहाँ पे मैं देखूँ डॉक्यूमेंट्स एंड देन फ्रेम, तो आप देख सकते हैं ये हमने जो फ्रेम है हमने सेव कर चुके हैं इस फ्रेम को। ओके, अब बात करते हैं कि हम इसमें इस फाइल को वीडियो में किस तरह से सेव करें। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल रिमेंबर कि आपको जैसे इस वीडियो का सिर्फ ये 4 सेकंड का पार्ट जो है करना है, तो आप अपने इस वर्क एरिया को 4 सेकंड तक लेके आएँ और आप जैसे करंट टाइम इंडिकेटर अपना 4 सेकंड का यहाँ पे सेट करें। यहाँ से आप टाइम देख सकते हैं और फिर अगर आप शिफ्ट की दबाए रखें तो ये यहाँ पे स्नैप करता है जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं इस तरह से। तो ध्यान रखें कि ये जो वर्क एरिया आपका जितना इसका एरिया है ये उतने पार्ट को ही आपके एज ए उसमें लास्ट में वीडियो प्रोवाइड करेगा। तो फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे मैं इसे रखता हूँ यहाँ पे 4 सेकंड पे ही और फिर मैं शिफ्ट की से करता हूँ, उसके बाद में मैं इसे प्रेस कर सकता हूँ कॉम्पोजिशन एंड देन ऐड टू रेंडर क्यू। आप देख सकते हैं इसके लिए मैं प्रेस कर सकता हूँ कंट्रोल एम, तो मैं ऐड टू रेंडर क्यू करता हूँ। इसके बाद में मेरे पास कई ऑप्शन आते हैं, ये रेंडर क्यू इमेज खुल जाती है। तो इसकी सेटिंग वैसे ही बेस्ट सेटिंग पे है और यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं आउटपुट मॉड्यूल। आउटपुट मॉड्यूल में आपके पास कई ऑप्शन है जैसे AIF 48 किलोहर्ट्ज़ जो कि बेसिकली उसके लिए है कि क्या ऑडियो के लिए, और अल्फा ओनली के लिए आपकी ट्रांसपेरेंसी को रखेगा। H.264 बेसिकली जो है
What's up,
ये
everybody?
MP4
In
भी
this
सेव करने के काम
OSC
में आता है
I'm honest
करंट सेटिंग के
looking
साथ।
up your
तो जैसे
camera
कि आपको
model.
अगर कोई MP4 फाइल बना
Once
रहे
you
हैं
get in
तो
here,
उसके
you're
लिए
going to
आप ये
click
यूज़ करें।
camera
इसके
settings
अलावा
and remote
AVI भी
shooting.
है,
Actually,
FLV फ्लैश फाइल भी
minimize
है
this right now.
और मोस्टली
And then
जिसे
you will
हम जिसमें
have
काम
this
करते हैं
window
वो
with
क्विक
all
टाइम
of
है।
these
क्विक टाइम
options on it.
अगर यहाँ पर
You're going to
आपके
come down here and
अवेलेबल
click
नहीं है
window.
तो उसके लिए
Live
और आपको
view
जो
of what your
वार्निंग
camera
में
is seeing right now. That's me. So at this point, you're going to make sure on the focus, make sure you have it on focus detection plus tracking AF. It's probably the best setting, and on top of that, these settings, you can't turn this grid off on these two, or at least I don't know how. If you know how, let me know. But otherwise, on this one, you can just click the this little button down here, AF point disp, and it'll turn that off. So now, what you're going to want to do is you got to actually window capture, and you go into your open when I'm streaming, but when I'm streaming. But now, what you're
मॉड्यूल,
this little
आउटपुट
button down
मॉड्यूल में
here,
जैसे मैं उसका फॉर्मेट
these
जो
will
है
open up
वो चेंज
another
करता हूँ
window.
यहाँ से क्विक टाइम पे
Put on
आप देख
focused,
सकते हैं। एंड
but
देन अगर
otherwise,
मैं जाऊँ वीडियो
I
आउटपुट
actually
में
just pull
चैनल
it
से और अगर
so
मैं
that it
फॉर्मेट
sets to
सेटिंग पे
remote
जाऊँ
live view
तो
window
यहाँ पे जैसे मैं
box.
वीडियो को
You're going to
राइट
want
क्लिक
to
करूँगा
resize
और
that
फिर
box
जेपिक बना
to
और इसकी क्वालिटी जो
sub-region
है
and
90
sure that
से
it's set
100
to
के
remote
बीच में आप
add
कुछ भी रख सकते हैं। फॉर
window
एग्जांपल जैसे
capture.
93 या 90,
Go into your open broadcaster
और इसके बाद मैं
and
क्लिक
you
करूँगा
can
ओके
monitor
एंड
when
देन
I'm
ओके,
streaming. But
और यहाँ पे मैंने ये बना
you
दिया
go into your open
एंड देन ओके।
broadcaster
तो अब
and you
क्या
click
है कि मैं
add
कभी भी फाइल को सेव
window
करूँ तो मैं
capture,
सिंपली इस आउटपुट मॉड्यूल पर क्लिक
and
करके
then
मैं
you want to make
Moktan
sure
1 सेलेक्ट कर सकता हूँ इसके बाद मैं क्लिक करूँगा रेंडर पे। तो अब दोस्तों ध्यान दीजिए, जब ये रेंडर हो रहा है तो अगर मैं बीच में कैप्स लॉक दबा दूँ तो ये वाली चीज़ रेंडर नहीं होती है, ठीक है। उससे उससे रैम प्रीव्यू जो है वो आपका एक्स्ट्रा मेमोरी जो यूज़ करता है वो यूज़ नहीं होगी। मतलब अगर आप बीच में कैप्स लॉक दबाते हैं तो रिफ्रेश जो है वो बंद हो जाता है, जो कि आपकी रेंडरिंग स्पीड को थोड़ा बढ़ा देता है। आई जनरली मैं ऐसा ही करता हूँ कि जब मैं वीडियो फाइल को रेंडर कर रहा होता हूँ तो मैं कैप्स लॉक ऑन कर देता हूँ। तो जैसे कि अभी मैं जाऊँ यहाँ पे क्लिक करूँ तो आप देख सकते हैं रिफ्रेश डिसेबल्ड, रिलीज कैप्स लॉक टू रिफ्रेश व्यू। तो मैं कैप्स लॉक दबाता हूँ तो ये जो सीन है वो रेंडर होके आता है। आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे ग्रीन डॉट, इसका मतलब यही है। तो जब हम रेंडरिंग करते हैं तब हम कैप्स लॉक बंद कर सकते हैं, कैप्स लॉक ऑन कर सकते हैं, ताकि साथ में ये वाली चीज़ रेंडर ना हो और हमारी रेंडरिंग थोड़ी फास्ट हो, ठीक है। अब जैसे मैंने उसको सेव कर लिया और वो जो फाइल है मेरे डॉक्यूमेंट्स में ही सेव हुई है। अगर यहाँ पे देखें, इसका अगर आप नाम देखना चाहें यहाँ पे gsplay.mov, और सेम नाम यहाँ पे है gsplat। अगर मैं इसकी प्रॉपर्टीज़ में जाके देखूँ तो ये एक mov फाइल है। mov फाइल
हेलो सर, कस्टमर का वेट कर रहा हूँ सर। तुम्हारा रेगुलर कस्टमर है ना सर? आप तो जानते ही, आप जानता हूँ विक्टर क्या था, कौन था, मैं सब जानता हूँ। इस बार गिरफ्तार नहीं होंगे। विक्टर, विक्टर, मैं तुम्हारे जिंदा होने की खुशी मनाऊं या तुम्हारे ना मरने का अफसोस करूं, जो भी हो, मीना का मरना एक हादसा था।
To use your Canon DSLR, the thing you're going to want to do is you're going to open up EO window with your camera is seeing AF. It's probably, or at least I don't know, and their monitor when, and you live view window. Then you're going to go click subregion and then select region, and it'll make subregion. You want to make sure you're open broadcaster, and you click add window capture, and then you want to make sure that it's set to remote live view window. Then you're going to go click subregion window. Make sure that it's capture, and then you want to make sure that it's set to remote live view window. Then you're going to go click subregion and then select region, and it'll make this little white.
रसिया के प्रेसिडेंट व्लादिमीर पुतिन पार्टी के रहते हैं अंदर विदेश मंत्री उसको विदेश मंत्री भेटने स्वागत गरेको कुरा पुतिनले धेरै स्वागत गरेको Before the other item. Yes, good. Something else? Huh? Bigger. Namaste. Bigger nice and nice. Tina, Ba ini bawa ni kami bawa itu lagi apa? Tinggi sama bulan. Isu merah ini. Jauh dari mana? Lama.
Translucent box. You're going to want to resize that box to the size of your, whoops, let me do that again, to the size of your webcam. Dang it. There we go. Make sure that it is within the box of your webcam here. There we go. Now I can click OK. And now, as you can see, I'll pull this off to the side. That's on another window. You have to keep it open, otherwise it won't stay.
भले ही शिवा देख नहीं सकता, फिर भी उसकी समझ और सूझबूझ की हमारे देश को बहुत जरूरत है। उसे जल्द से जल्द इंडिया बुला लो। सच्चाई का रास्ता भले ही मुश्किल हो, लेकिन उसकी मंजिल पे तुमने इस बात को आज साबित कर दिया। तुमने जिन्हें भी मारा वो सारे टेररिस्ट थे जो इस देश के खिलाफ काम कर रहे थे, यानी कि देशद्रोही। इसलिए अदालत ने इन सब बातों के मद्देनजर तुम्हें बाइज्जत बरी कर दिया और तुम पर लगे सारे चार्जेस ड्रॉप कर दिए। तुम्हारा पूरा डिपार्टमेंट तुम्हारे इंडिया आने का इंतजार कर रहा है। उसी शिवा का जो बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट में नहीं मरा था। आप जिस शिवा की बात कर रहे हैं वो कब मर चुका है। आपके सामने जो इंसान है वो तो बस मीना की यादों के साथ
This room is encoded by Dr. Star.
मैले एउटा होटल त्यो होटल
I'm going to be shy, air feed, and if you want to need to streaming, you can see me here. You got my audio recorder there, so don't get your stream key, copy and paste that over there. So you're encoded square, going to see a link that says stream now. You're going to see something that looks like this. Now, under this here, this is where all the magic happens. This is where you have to set up your stream so that it works later when your event goes live. Now, let's start from the beginning. The first thing I'm going to tell you is this. You can move any of these boxes around. So if you want chat to be under your video when you're live streaming, you can just click and hold and move it there. So just click on this little square in the upper right-hand corner here, the little gray square, and then just move it over. So I can move any of these. I can move the live stream over here. Then I can actually move the chat up here. And again, you're going to have to kind of play around with it and get the UI.
거듭되는 흉년과 기근으로 인해 악덕 성주의 착취가 계속.
You can just click and hold and move it there. So just click on this little square in the upper right-hand corner here, the little gray square, and then just move it over. So I can move any of these. I can move the live stream over here. Then I can actually move the chat up here. And again, you're going to have to kind of play around with it and get the UI. The way you want it. Now, let's go ahead and put this guy back over here where he was, and then put the video back up here. Now, if we go down to the bottom, we're going to see
거듭되는 흉년과 기근으로 인해
right here where it
악덕
says live
성주의
streaming
착취가
checklist,
계속.
it basically tells you what you have to do.
You can just click and hold and move it there. So just click on this little square in the upper right-hand corner here, the little gray square, and then just move it over. So I can move any of these. I can move the
live stream, the Twitch, or wherever you may be live
stream
streaming.
over here.
So
then I can actually move the chat
split or whatever you may be using. You need to set that
around with it and
now,
get the
if I go and open up my OBS here, you can see me here. You got my audio recorder there, so don't worry about any of that. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. Here's my OBS. I got it set up. Now, you need to know where to find your information. So if we go to settings here and then go to stream in OBS, I can set the service to YouTube, and then it'll come up with my stream key right here. I also have a video on how to find your stream key if you don't already know how to do that. But in OBS, now this is the Mac version, and the Windows version is the same basically thing to do. Now, under this here, this is where all the magic happens. This is not only to send. I would recommend adding tags, okay? I would recommend adding a relevant title. Make sure you schedule it correctly in your time zone. And then obviously, public, private, unlisted, whatever. If it just works the same way videos do. If you want it to go to the public, do that. If you want it to be unlisted, go here. And if you want only to send out a link, then go to private. Under advanced settings, you're going to see a few different things. Now, stream now there. Set it for later event. So we can schedule it for Creator Studio is you streaming app in the way up here in YouTube. So hey guys. Hey guys, and welcome back to another Tech Guru video. So in this video,
리니지 2 레볼루션 지금 다운로드하라.
봐보세요. 하나 꼭 튀어올라올 거예요. 얘가 이렇게 왔다 갔다 하잖아요. 기다리면 여기 불 들어올 거거든요. 여기 이제 기계가 켜질 거예요.
왜 찍을까요?
그다음에 얘는 카운트인데.
I'm going to be showing you a step-by-step tutorial on how to live stream from YouTube. So we all know about Twitch. They're the big hitter in online streaming, whether it be gaming or music or whatever they're doing now. We all know about Twitch, but YouTube is also getting in the game. As you can see now, I'm going to be showing you a step-by-step tutorial on how to live stream from YouTube. So we all know about Twitch. They're the big hitter in online streaming, whether it be gaming or music or whatever they're doing now. We all know about Twitch, but YouTube is also getting in the game. As you can see now,
अरू बिचमा छु कम तामिल जनाको कम भयो 80s को अर्लीतिर 70s को पछितिर चाहिँ त्यहाँ चाहिँ त्यतिखेर चाहिँ यो जुन प्रभाकरन पछि जसले चाहिँ यो तामिल टाइगरहरूको नेतृत्व लिए उनीहरू चाहिँ भर्खरका केटाहरू होइन यो तरिकाले हुँदैन बन्दुक बोक्नुपर्छ बन्दुकले चाहिँ देशै अब त अटोनोमीको कुरो होइन यो अटोनोमी यिनीहरूले दिँदैन हामीलाई देश चाहिन्छ तामिल इलाम तामिल छुट्टै राज्य बन्नुपर्छ भनेर उनीहरूले माग गर्न थालेका थिए अब त्यो फेडरल मोजोरेट पार्टीले आफ्नो तामिलहरूको मागलाई पुरा गर्न नसकेपछि तामिल जनताको आकर्षण चाहिँ प्रभाकरणतिर गयो अनि त्यसपछि 80s पछि त्यहाँ एकदम ठुलो ध्वंसात्मक जातीय दंगा हो लाखौं मान्छे मरे सिनालिजरले
Now it's in beta up here in the upper right hand corner, but it was announced earlier this summer, right before summer started, that YouTube is going to try and become a larger player in this space. So they're trying to improve their streaming app and the way they allow you to stream via YouTube, and they're doing a really good job at it. So I'm going to show you how to set up your live stream from the start all the way to the end. So let's look at the first things first. If we go to this right here, it says events right here under our Creator Studio. Now, if you do not know where Creator Studio is, you go up here, click on your icon in the upper right-hand corner, and then go to Creator Studio right there under your username. Once we do that, we'll see something here where it says under Events, it'll say Schedule a New Event. If we click on that, we're going to be able to schedule a live stream event. So we can schedule it for now, right here. We can set the date, we can set the time, we can then title it right here. So you put the title of the stream right here. And then what will happen is when I go live now, or if I set it for later, whatever it is, I will create an event. Now, when I create an event, it'll show up to my subscribers. It'll be sent out to their feed, and it'll let them know, okay, at this time, I'm going to be streaming this game, or I'm going to be streaming this event, okay? And it'll come through just like a video, and they'll be able to be notified when you go live on YouTube. So again, go into the Creator Studio, go to live streaming, and then go underneath the Stream Now beta button, go to events, and then go ahead and set up your event. Now, I would recommend adding tags, okay? I would recommend adding a relevant title. Make sure you schedule it correctly in your time zone, and then obviously public, private, unlisted, whatever. If it just works the same way videos do, if you want it to go to the public, do that. If you want it to be unlisted, go here. And if you want only to send out a link, then go to private. Under advanced settings, you're going to see a few different things. Now, under chat, you can either enable or disable chat. Now, if you're going to stream something, you're probably going to want to be interactive, so you probably don't want to disable live chat. Then you can go here, you got ownership, all of that good stuff. You got the caption certification here. You can add a category, a video location. You can do all of the good stuff you can do with normal videos that you're putting on, or VODs, whatever you want to call them. And then we got monetization. You can actually monetize right here, just like you would a video. You can monetize your live stream, and you can actually decide when you want to play an ad. Again, you got to be a partner with YouTube.
पानीको बाटो यसरी किनेर मलाई दिएन के रहेछ त्यो पानीको बाप तेरो उडाएको क्या प्रोन भएर हातमा पेट खोल्यो
リニジが空割った
पानीको बाटो यसरी किनेर मलाई दिएन के रहेछ त्यो पानीको बाप तेरो उडाएको क्या प्रोन भएर हातमा पेट खोल्यो
リニジが空割った
त्यो माथि तल तिनवटा तलको तल रुँदैछ के त्यहाँहरूले ग्राफिक चलाउँदाखेरि पानीको बाटो यसरी किनेर मलाई दिएन पाउँदा त्यो अब पावर दबाउनु पर्यो फेरि झार्नमाथि दबाउनु पर्यो घुमाउनु पर्यो त्यो अनि छैन सिङ्गल दबाइरहन्छु नि त म भने तर भन्दै एउटा लैजाँदैन के गरेर खप्तान्दा खस्यो अरे खोइ कसरी पैसा धकालेर सिक्यो मैले एउटा राम्रोसँग छक्यो भइसक्यो एकतिर बोल्दै एकतिर झन्डै खसेको यार एउटाले मात्रै समातेर लिएर आयो अनि यस्तो ढकाउने सिजा त नभएन घुमिराखेको साँच्चै कराएर के भनेर सिसा घाँसमा लगाइदिएर एउटाले मात्रै समात्यो भने त नि राख्न नि मिल्दैन नि त त्यहाँ हेर्नु पर्छ
리니지 2 레볼루션 지금 다운로드하라.
To create great. Hi, and I'm here to welcome you to the Production Skills Bootcamp. In this course, you'll learn simple techniques to take your lighting, sound, and visual design to the next level without breaking the bank. You'll start with foundations of visual design and see why creating a unique look for your videos can help them stand out. Then you'll get tips on how to frame your subjects for the right composition and the perfect shot, even if the subject is in motion. Finally, you'll dive into creative, cost-effective approaches for lighting and sound that can help you emotionally connect with your viewers and save time in post-production. For now, review the lessons, pass the final course quiz, and you'll receive a letter of completion. Enjoy!
Hey, I'm Greg. This is Jared and Jacob, and we're the guys behind Wisecrack, where we make comedy and educational videos. We're so excited to teach you guys how to make awesome YouTube.
You high-tech studio.
왜? 거기 소리 나서? 위에다가 들어가고.
Hey, I'm Greg. This is Jared and Jacob, and we're the guys behind Wisecrack, where we make comedy and educational videos. We're so excited to teach you guys how to make awesome YouTube.
Suggest you just think with a resourceful mindset. As long as you're resourceful with what videos on YouTube.
And those don't always require a big budget.
Hey guys, my name is Jared. Today I'm going to talk to you about creating ideas that are going to work within a to make it look around you. The bedroom of the friends Joe, who just scenarios that don't even require a ton of money. If you're doing a reality TV type shoot, the episodes, classics, people have been writing books for thousands of years. So another thing about Thug video is the most exciting steps in the whole process of making great videos for YouTube. Home and kitchen, so I called my landlord. I asked her if I could use her place, and I guess I felt a little guilty, but not really. It didn't cost a penny, and she was so happy how the first episode turned out, but I knew I needed something out. Free Craigslist, you're good to go. But if
a video outfit or accessory, hit up direct you. It's hard to learn more about Thug Notes. Boom, check it out right here. Thanks for watching. Get out there, work on some stuff, create.
Hi, I'm Bayan Junam with Soul Pancake, and I'm excited to share with you guys my thoughts on why it's background. Now let's arrange objects in a dynamic way so that you have a great way to give. This rotary phone, as we discussed, would fit really well within a 70s set or creating a vintage mood, because quite frankly, I don't even know how to use this thing anymore. So let's get rid of this.
छ तर त्यति उ छैन के प्र्याक्टिकली छैन के
Shoot it up
त्यति
in 9 zoom lens, class 10 64 gig SD XC memory card, shotgun mic with bayonet mount, 2 batteries, charger, detachable hand grip, component cable, and remote. The battery is installed by placing it with the logo right side up and
Hi, my name is Philip Bloom. Welcome to my lair. This is Noodle, who's popped along to make a little cameo appearance in this, the review of the Sony FS700. Sony Europe were kind enough to loan me the FS700 for a few days to assess. Now, it is a pre-production version, so take that into account when looking at the images. They're saying to me it's about 90% representative of the final product. It's only been a year or so since the FS100 came out, and if you bought that camera, you may be going, no, it's been replaced already? It hasn't been replaced. This is more of an upgrade. It has loads of new features, a lot in common with the 100, but it's definitely a step up. I myself own an FS100 and it is a very powerful camera, probably the best bang for buck in the Super 35mm camcorder market, but it is far from perfect. There's lots of issues I don't like about it and other people don't like about it, but the image that comes from the camera is fantastic. So what does the 700 offer you that's going to tempt you away from your beloved 100? Well, it's got a bit of a different body to it, so a little bit chunkier, so for the guys perhaps a little bit more up top, and for ladies a little bit more down below, but for both of you it has some really cool party tricks. So why is it chunkier? For a very simple reason, something that I really missed on the FS100, and that is ND filters. We now have a built-in ND filter wheel. That's why it's bigger up front, but I'd rather have it bigger up front and have that feature. The implementation of the ND is a little bit clunky though. It's not that super solid. It's not as sleek as say a C300, and it's not as nice and neat as say an actual filter wheel like you have on the AF100. To be honest with you, it's a little bit plasticky, but it works, and having it on the camera is an absolute godsend. Are you 4K ready? Bert, are you 4K ready? I'm not 4K ready myself, I don't have any 4K screens or anything else like that, but this camera is 4K ready. What does that mean? Basically, the camera can output a 4K native resolution out of the new 3G SDI connector at the back. It will need a dedicated recorder though. It will not record 4K internally, that will still be HD. When the camera goes on sale, it won't have the 4K feature enabled. That will be a firmware upgrade. And the camera that I used for my evaluation didn't have that feature in it. So just how good is the 4K? I haven't seen it, so I can't tell you. The FS700's key party trick is the super slow motion recording, the high frame rates. Whereas the FS100 can shoot up to 60 frames per second continuously, in burst modes the FS700 can shoot up to 240 frames per second in full HD. So the implementation of the super slow motion is actually really cool. The camera goes on, camera is 4K ready. What does that mean? Basically, the camera can output a 4K native resolution out of the new 3G SDI connector at the back. It will need a dedicated recorder though. It will not record 4K internally, that will still be HD.
Hi, I'm David Smith, and today I've got the privilege of showing you the latest in the Sony NEX, or a small tour, as a handheld camera. And that's a touchscreen menu system, and the execute button in the middle. When you do that, if I just do that now, Siri, I was up to 6 users of similar cameras via the SD card, so you can actually set up where your settings are, get an idea of a series of menus there, which is very, very helpful to get an idea of where your settings are. And then across the top here, there are 6 predefined buttons that can also be
DSLR. And I have to say that it wasn't I'm turned on, but maybe nothing to compare the footage from other videos.
Hi guys, what's up? Cameras up is I'm trying to show the thing. Whoa, really okay. So okay, 9 display on the game. I'm not actually going to do it. You go add, and then you go.
리니지 2 레볼루션 지금 다운로드하라.
Hi, I'm David Smith.
리니지 2 레볼루션 지금 다운로드하라.
Sensor, which is 4K capable and allows the camera to shoot it up to 240 frames per second in full HD and maxes out at 960. The camera to shoot it up 4K capable and allows the camera to shoot it up to 240 frames per second in full HD and maxes out at 960 frames per second in standard definition. The FS100's 3 megapixel XMOR CMOS sensor is the same chip used in the Sony F3 and shoots at up to 60 frames per second in Full HD with the capability to shoot 100 frames per second in standard definition, while the FS100 and 700 record to AVC HD internally in 8-bit 420 color space. They also output an uncompressed 8-bit 422 signal via the HDMI or HD SDI port on the FS700, which make them ideal candidates for external uncompressed recorders. These cameras are great solutions for indie filmmakers, especially those looking to step up from DSLRs without the drawbacks of traditional video cameras. They have the lightweight, maneuverable build, interchangeable lenses, depth of field, and low-light performance that DSLR users have grown accustomed to, with better dynamic range, professional image calibration, and high frame rates. There is something uniquely cinematic about high-speed footage. And while 60 frames per second has become pretty standard, it's not always enough to let your audience know that something's changed, something important has happened, or just getting them to pay attention to the scene. And that's where the FS700 comes in. It delivers speeds at up to 240 frames per second in Full HD. When shooting at 120 or 240, you get a crisp image in Full HD. At 480, you'll begin to see a fair amount of moire, which you'll also see at 960, with the addition of cropping the sensor. 240 is going to be your highest usable frame rate, but 480 and 960 are still worth consideration. Both of these cameras have a native ISO of 500, and that's at 0 dB gain. You can take them up to about 6 dB or 1000 ISO before you really start to see noticeable noise. Both perform extremely well in low light. You can go up to 16,000 ISO, and that's at 30 dB gain, but you're going to see quite a bit of noise at that level. Both of these chips are native daylight balanced, so they're going to perform best in daylight. Similar to DSLRs, the FS100 does not have built-in ND, so in most situations this camera is going to be best when paired with a matte box. The FS700, however, has built-in ND at 2-stop intervals, so you're only really going to need a matte box if you want to fine-tune your image control, or if you want to use filters like circular polarizers, IR hot mirrors, or graduated ND. Our FS100 and 700 packages include the FS100 or FS700 body, Sony E-mount 18 to 200 variable aperture f3.5 to 6.3 zoom lens, class 10 64 gig SD XC memory card, shotgun mic with bayonet mount, 2 batteries, charger, detachable hand grip, component cable, and remote. The battery is installed by placing it with the logo right side up and sliding it into place until it clicks. The battery is released by depressing the battery release button on the bottom left side. Lift the monitor to reveal the display. The menu button gives you access to the main menu. Use the arrow keys and select button to navigate the menu. Like many professional cameras, camera data can be displayed on the monitor. To set display options, press the menu and go to Display Set. Within this menu, you can access settings for histogram, zebra, peaking focus assist, frame marker, data display settings, audio level display, LCD brightness, and display output to component and HDMI. The scope is attached by placing it over the monitor with the release button facing down and securing it with the latches on either side. The scope can be released for an unobstructed view of the monitor by pressing the release button. The hand grip is installed by placing it in the desired position and securing it with the hand screw. The record button will be functional once you attach the connector to the control port on the rear of the camera. The FS100 and 700 has start-stop buttons on the hand grip, the top rear, and front lower right side. The lens or lens adapter is installed by pressing the release button and removing the cap by twisting it counterclockwise. Line up the lens using the white dot and twist it until it locks. The E-mount is fairly snug, so it may take more than usual to turn the lens into place. Aperture or iris control is located on the front of the camera. The wheel is used to adjust the aperture up or down when using a lens that can communicate with the camera, such as the provided 18 to 200 millimeter. If using our Metabone adapter with Canon EF glass, you will retain fully functioning aperture control. The SD card slot is located on the rear left side. The 64 gigabyte card can provide over 5.5 hours full quality recording time. Simply pop open the door and insert the card with the contact points facing out. Then replace the door. The FS100 and 700 accept SDXC or SDHC with a minimum data rate of Class 6, but Class 10 is recommended. To format the media, go to the main menu, Others, and Media Format. Select Memory Card. You will then be prompted to accept or decline formatting. You can use the arrow keys and execute 18 to 200 millimeter. points face possible image quality. FH represents lower data rates for extended recording, expanded focus, and a white card like the desired mic mount and security. Audio can be monitored via the 8th main processing. The FS700 Super Slow Mode, or FS100 Smooth Slow Record, can be triggered in a variety of response with 15 seconds, depending on the frame rate, before triggering the record. The rendered clip will end at the point at which you press the record button, so careful timing should be kept in mind. In-triggering is best for use with an unpredictable subject, such as wildlife or any kind of documentary work, where you have little control over the response that you wish to trigger. Middle trigger will buffer half the allotted recording time. Middle trigger is generally good for the same situations as in-triggering. Playback is entered by pressing the visual index button on the top of the camera. In visual index mode, the monitor functions as a touchscreen. You can select between media and filter by HD and SD footage as well as still images. Selecting a clip and pressing it will play the clip. If you enter the menu, you will have the option to change LCD settings, output settings, and protect, erase, or copy clips. So that's the basic setup for the FS100 and FS700. For more videos and more tutorials, check us out at magnanimous.biz.
누구나 홈페이지는 필요하죠. 직접 만들어 보면 어떨까요? 누구나 윅스로 전문적인 홈페이지를 제작할 수 있습니다. 수백 개의 템플릿 중 하나를 선택하세요. 작은 비즈니스 운영자든 예술가든 꼭 맞는 템플릿을 찾아보세요. 드래그 앤 드롭 방식의 편리함으로 손쉽게 내가 원하는 홈페이지를 제작합니다. 텍스트를 변경하고 배경 이미지나 내 이미지를 업로드할 수 있습니다. 또 세련된 갤러리를 추가하는 것도 간단합니다. 온라인 쇼핑몰 제작도 잠깐이면 되겠죠? 클릭 몇 번이면 내 홈페이지가 내가 좋아하는 소셜미디어 채널과 연결됩니다. 구글 지도, 연락처 양식 등 다양한 인기 웹앱 서비스도 추가하세요. 이렇게 뚝딱! 언제 어디서나 최고의 경험을 제공하는 나만의 멋진 홈페이지가 완성됐습니다. 나만의 멋진 홈페이지 지금 시작하세요. 이보다 쉬울 수 없습니다.
Hi, my name is Philip Bloom. Welcome to my lair. This is Noodle, who's popped along to make a little cameo appearance in this, the review of the Sony FS700. Sony Europe were kind enough to loan me the FS700 for a few days to assess. Now, it is a pre-production version, so take that into account when looking at the images. They're saying to me it's about 90% representative of the final product. It's only been a year or so since the FS100 came out, and if you bought that camera, you may be going, no, it's been replaced already? It hasn't been replaced. This is more of an upgrade. It has loads of new features, a lot in common with the 100, but it's definitely a step up. I myself own an FS100 and it is a very powerful camera, probably the best bang for buck in the Super 35mm camcorder market, but it is far from perfect. There's lots of issues I don't like about it and other people don't like about it, but the image that comes from the camera is fantastic. So what does the 700 offer you that's going to tempt you away from your beloved 100? Well, it's got a bit of a different body to it, so a little bit chunkier, so for the guys perhaps a little bit more up top, and for ladies a little bit more down below, but for both of you it has some really cool party tricks. So why is it chunkier? For a very simple reason, something that I really missed on the FS100, and that is ND filters. We now have a built-in ND filter wheel. That's why it's bigger up front, but I'd rather have it bigger up front and have that feature. The implementation of the ND is a little bit clunky though. It's not that super solid. It's not as sleek as, say, a C300, and it's not as nice and neat as, say, an actual filter wheel like you have on the AF100. To be honest with you, it's a little bit plasticky, but it works, and having it on the camera is an absolute godsend. Are you 4K ready? Bert, are you 4K ready? I'm not 4K ready myself. I don't have any 4K screens or anything else like that, but this camera is 4K ready. What does that mean? Basically, the camera can output a 4K native resolution out of the new 3G SDI connector at the back. It will need a dedicated recorder though. It will not record 4K internally, that will still be HD. When the camera goes on sale, it won't have the 4K feature enabled. That will be a firmware upgrade, and the camera that I used for my evaluation didn't have that feature in it. So just how good is the 4K? I haven't seen it, so I can't tell you. The FS700's key party trick is the super slow motion recording the high frame rates. Whereas the FS100 can shoot up to 60 frames per second continuously, in burst modes the FS700 can shoot up to 240 frames per second in full HD. So the implementation of the super slow motion is actually really cool. It has its quirks, but for this price bracket to have these high frame rates is really quite astonishing. So to show you just how fun and cool the slow motion can make even the most ordinary mundane things look, I'm just going to get my mum to clean a window and film it and hopefully make it look really cool. There, where my finger is, so just above that there. Yeah. Got it?
And then I wipe as soon as I spray.
Yeah. Go. Great. And spray. Pull up. Fire. Raise. Fire. Great. And go. More. 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 Squeeze it. More. That's it. Great. Great, great, great. Great way to spend the birthday. Mum's just told me she's using Dad's old underpants to wash the windows. I wonder if he knows. Gross. Yeah, I am overcompensating somewhat with this Canon 100 to 400mm lens, but I love this lens because it's great for doing what I call sniper shots, getting detailed things of like a seagull over there or somebody over there on a canoe. I'm down at Brighton Beach and I love filming here because it's just so colourful, so much going on. We have the water, we have basketball and the promenade. I've filmed here countless times over the past 20 odd years, but I've never shot proper slow motion down here. 60 frames, yeah, but not what I'm doing today. 240 frames per second.
리니지 2 레볼
WWE Championship, December 27th from SmackDown Live. The final show is what you call protection.